Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, does not cost you anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And a Princess of Swords, there seems to be some kind of a resistance here. It's almost like there's this little bit of a sword fight going on, you know? I feel like there is some sort of action that you were trying to take, but there's some opposition, or that you're trying to like make this kind of big decision, but it's kind of an uphill battle, right? And I feel like right now you're kind of on your back foot, like in this card, kind of in a defensive position on something. Yeah. Let's see what's going on here. It may involve a younger feminine energy air sign person, perhaps, maybe not an air sign, but I'm feeling kind of a younger, less mature energy involved here. And see, now we've got a Prince of Cups. Siblings, perhaps. To me, this is a contemporary kind of energy. So it's going to be, I think there really is this kind of direct conflict going on with somebody about your age. I don't know if they're a family member or a coworker. Let's see what we've got. Sun underneath. 9 of Swords back there, yeah. And now we've got this perhaps an older energy. Perhaps this is you up here, or this is maybe somebody else trying to, you know, it's almost like the way a parent would try to pull two siblings apart when they're fighting, you know. I feel like there is an older energy here, and it may be an ancestor, maybe a spirit guide kind of energy that's trying to pull these two energies apart because they're at each other's throats, right? And now we've got a lot of court cards here. We've got the Princess of Pentacles in the future, another court card here with the Prince of Swords, 3 of Cups, the Hermit, and the Death card. Yeah, I kind of feel like you are trying to battle something here that it might just be better to walk away from. Okay, but I think this is a big decision for you. And the tarot's not going to tell you what to do. I sure as heck am not going to tell you what to do, right? My Lord knows I've made a lot of bad decisions in my life. But I'll tell you what the energy says. This isn't a good situation. 9 of Swords here. There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of like anger, resentment. There's some, it's kind of like when the two of you get together. It's like when me and my brother were little. Anytime we'd get in the same room, we'd be fighting within like 5 minutes. And we're a couple years apart. You know, he's older. Anytime we'd get in the same room, we would be fighting. We would be just at each other's throats just for any reason at all, you know. And the parental energy, the older energy that we see here, is the one that tries to separate the kids, right, when they're fighting. So I wonder if that's kind of the situation here. I don't know if there is, if this is you and a sibling, and maybe this is the primary parent that has passed. Because they are kind of above, and they're trying to kind of offer guidance, offer advice. They're offering some sort of a gift here. This might be even a romantic relationship for some of you. Got the 3 of Cups over here. It tells me there's intimacy here. And it is intimacy that we want. Is this the right place to get it? Right? That's the question. Because we look at these two cards, this is really the infinite potential of the future. This is abundance. This is not even potential. This is actual abundance. This is everything you want manifesting. So is this your future, or are we staying here? And I feel like with the Princess of Swords, it's kind of like we're wrestling, maybe not even so much wrestling with this other person, we're wrestling with the idea. You know, especially if we think of the water energy here and water energy here. Do we accept the influence of the water, or are we going to stay in the air, in the swords energy? Or are we going to accept the cups? Because it's kind of like, you know, Spirit is sending down this, maybe it's an intuitive feeling. Maybe it's just kind of this gut feeling that says, I got to go. You know, that my future is somewhere else. My future is something else. Okay? I feel like there's a big decision on the table right now. And I'm just telling you what I'm feeling, what's coming through to me. Now, this older parental energy, were they like a psychic medium or something? I feel like maybe they did palm reading, or they did the cards. I feel there's some sort of energy there in your above, like older generation in your family. So it could be parents, grandparents, right? Something like that. And so I feel like you really do believe, right? Not even believe, you acknowledge, you recognize this kind of energy. And I think that you, whoever this older person is, I do feel like this is an ancestor of some kind. I feel like they've been telling you things, and you're over here like, I know, I hear you, you're right, but, you know, you're not even like debating if that is really information coming in. You don't doubt the communication at all, right? You're very certain of that. But just like with a parent trying to give us advice, we're just like, yeah, I know, I hear you, I'm not going to listen. Maybe you will, maybe you won't, I don't know. The amount of court cards here does tell me that this is more of a family kind of thing. It could be friends, but it's a close group, right? It doesn't really feel like work. It feels like it's more personal than that, okay? And the Nine of Swords behind us here. This might even be some sort of an obligation. You feel compelled to stay in this situation. For some reason, you feel like you owe them, or you're obligated in some way to stay there. This is, though, a lot of animosity, a lot of bickering, a lot of anger in this situation. Okay? Where what we really want is love, connection, intimacy. We want to we want to have like a nice family moment. It's like can't we just get around the table and have a nice meal and just be full of love and have everything be happy and nice and joyful? Why is it every time we sit down for dinner, it turns out to be this, right? So we need something to light our way, because I don't feel like you really have a firm answer in mind. I feel that we're kind of on the fence. We see that with the Prince of Swords here too. It's air, double air on air. We're kind of sometimes this way, sometimes this way. Sometimes thinking, well, no, maybe this is blood family. Right? This is my family. I've got to stay and work it out. Or I've made a commitment. I have an obligation, blah, blah, blah. I need to stay and do this. And then other days it's like, no, things need to change. My spirit, my soul is pushing me in a different direction. I know that I have a better future available to me. More abundance, more manifestation, being happier, being more productive. It's really all of these things. And this is, like the Princess of Pentacles, is everything. The Princess of Pentacles contains every other card, not just here on the table, but in the entire tarot pack. Everything is in there. You gotta excuse my voice today. My throat's really bad. The Princess is the idea that there is so much more out there for you. And right now maybe it's unknown, but there's so much there for you to experience in life. But back here with the Nine of Swords, this is what we've got. Is this enough? Is this what we're going to settle for? Or are we going to go after all of this? It's unknown to us because we haven't achieved it yet, you see. This we already know because we're already here. We've already acquired this, for better or for worse. So we really need this solar energy down below to light our way. Are you making herb bundles right now? I feel like you got some kind of dried flowers or dried herbs, and I feel like you're wrapping them. something. I don't know if that's part of your practice, but I feel like you've done that recently, or you're doing it right now as you listen to me. Yeah. So that being said, I do feel like you have a very practical kind of earth magic kind of vibe right now. And maybe that's where I'm getting this Princess of Pentacles from, is this idea that you do want a different kind of experience of life, you know? And sometimes it's hard to get out of a situation like this and go after our Princess of Pentacles, go after our everything. For whatever reason, we feel tied to this. And there is a decision to make. Now, I don't know who exactly this other person is. I don't read for third parties. Like, I don't read for other people that are still living, because I feel like you can just go talk to them, you know. So any personal energy that I get is usually about you, about the Taurus collective right now, or about someone that has passed, that is, for whatever reason, we're getting some details there, okay? But this is the Prince of Cups. I think that in a lot of ways, this is you needing to live authentically. This is you really wanting to go and follow your heart, follow the guidance of this older ancestral energy that is trying to show you the way, honestly. Trying to show you, because, I mean, just look at the way they are extending that arm. It's like they are giving you this gift of unlimited future potential, future manifestation of your potential. And you feel it within you too, this need to be yourself, to express yourself. And so maybe this card is us kind of making the decision and then speaking that decision, you know, determining what we want and then communicating it. Okay, expressing our emotions. And it feels like it's going to come out in a very expressive way, very emotional way. Yeah. Let's talk about the solar energy down beneath. This is the Sun card. It's what is within you. And I think that this right now is kind of being covered up by all of this energy. See, it's just kind of like it's a shadow over your sun there. This is a situation that it's not doing anything to brighten your light or to allow this light to shine out. It's something that seems to be kind of dimming your light a little bit. Okay? And this sun is really, if this is us being honest with ourselves. In the cold, sober light of day, you can see everything that's going on here, and there's nothing that's hidden from you. I feel like there's some sort of, I don't know if there's been any kind of lying or like deception, but I feel like it's lying by omission, right? It's just kind of like there's something going on that you're fighting with somebody, you're struggling with someone, but it's what needs to be said is not being said. Yeah. So it's something that's kind of being kept hidden, and I don't know if it's something on your part or their part. Probably both. But I feel with this solar energy, it's kind of like you already know the answers. We just got to look within and realize that we know already. You know, I think you're someone that's prone to visions. I think you have revelations, epiphanies, prophecies. I feel like you're a very connected person, right? And I feel like a lot of that is being kind of glossed over. A lot of that is being put on hold because of this situation. Yeah. Let's go to the path of the serpent. Let's talk about what's going on over here. As we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, doesn't cost you anything. And it does help out the channel, and I really do appreciate that. We're so close to 200,000 subscribers. I'm just flabbergasted. I never thought we would grow like this. It is because of all of you, and I appreciate all of you. So, we're on the fence. We're on the fence, and what we really need to do to solve this problem of being on the fence is to look within, trust in those that spiritual energy that is there helping us in life, whether it's a guardian angel, spirit guides, ancestors, right? And allowing ourselves to see what is really there, to see what we already know to exist, what the reality really is here. We can see it. We can see it. And this situation, whatever it is not allowing you in this moment to manifest your infinite potential. Okay? I also get a feeling that you do something with furniture. I don't know if you refurbish things or you upcycle things. I think that's what it's called. You do something where you're adding value to things, to like old things, and you're restoring them, repairing them, you're adding value to them. And I don't know if you keep them, sell them, or if it's your art or something. But something, I'm getting like a chair that like it was kind of wood and splintered, and now it's just, you've turned it into a work of art, right? Something like that. The Prince of Swords is the card that's on the fence. Yeah. The Three of Cups is kind of what we expected for the environment. This is what we wish for the environment. We wish that we could just all sit down at the table and have a good meal and have a conversation and laugh and just be joyful. You understand how to create these kinds of moments in your life. This is a situation where you're not experiencing this. And to me, when we connect this, because usually the position of the environment is connected with the position that is here kind of within you or underneath everything. And really it's about you recognizing what kind of an emotional experience you want in your life. Are you getting this now? I mean, look at these two cards together. This is a garden party. This is a picnic out on a beautiful day and everybody is just happy, right? This is everybody out on the lake. The water's calm. The sun is shining. It's perfectly warm, right? Not too hot, not too cold. You have to know what your needs are. This is your needs and your desires. What kind of life in the sense of its feeling tone? What kind of experience of life do you want? That's how we make our decision. Of course, we've got the Hermit coming next. I'm getting an S name and a J name involved in your life here somewhere. S and J, I don't know if it's for San Jose, maybe. Are you from San Jose? I'm from San Jose, California. That might be it. It might not be, but an S and a J name. The Hermit is kind of our fear, worry, and concern. And now I'm realizing that we never did our mystery card. So before we talk about that major arcana, let's select the mystery card. Bonus card, confirmation card. One random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot that we are just going to set down over here. We're going to put Tiny Bob Ross and Alien Simon Moore Ripley right there on top. They've become very good friends. We're not going to look at that card until the end of the reading, which will be in a few minutes, I'm sure. But it will tie everything together and give us our confirmation. If you feel like you know what that card is, put your answer down in the comments. All right? Let's do it together as a group exercise of intuition. Okay? All right. Well, I feel like October is a very important month for you. I don't know if there's a birthday and anniversary or some kind of a particular event taking place in October, but October is significant for you in some way. The Hermit here is kind of the card where it says we don't want to be alone. This situation, it's not ideal, but neither is walking away from it and having nothing, right? That's kind of our fear with the Hermit card, that we are leaving something behind, even if that something wasn't really what we wanted. It was better than nothing, right? That's something we have to find out. And this card is not necessarily saying you've got to walk away from the situation in order to find out, but search yourself. The Hermit has found that lamp. And that lamp is that sun. It is your consciousness that can see and feel everything about this all at once. You get the bigger picture there. right? You can see everything. So you've got to really search yourself and ask, is this better than nothing? Or would I rather be headed out on my own adventure? I bet you that mystery card's going to be the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups in the Pamela Coleman Smith shows the hermit walking away from 8 cups. So, I think this is really the obstacle here, is looking within and asking, are we okay being alone for a while? Is that maybe giving us an opportunity to pursue some of our own spirituality, our own magic, and find our sun and reconnect with our practices, our magic, And what we see with the Death card is that spiritual evolution. That this situation, whatever exactly it is part of a larger picture. And what the sun is going to see is how this section of your life fits in with the bigger picture of your evolution. Over the course of your life, is this situation meant to be all of it, or just a small segment of your life, right? How large or how small is this phase supposed to be? And you've got to take that larger viewpoint and find out. And the key here really is trying to be absolutely honest. Follow your star. Allow you to kind of be the hermit. Look within. Don't listen to what other people are telling you. Look within. Find your light. Because this is your evolution. This is your life. And for all intents and purposes, we get this one time. Now, all theories of the transmigration of souls or reincarnation aside, this is our one shot, right? So if you are in a situation that you don't really feel, that you're not vibing with, we've got to think about this. I think this is the biggest decision that you've ever had to make. Because this is a decision that affects your experience of life. And that's the only thing that we really truly have. And even that kind of tenuously. Okay, now let's look at that mystery card. I said maybe 8 of Cups, but we'll see if it's something maybe a little bit more lustrous than that. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. I would like to see some water energy of a good, a 6, 9, a 10 of Cups would be great. 9 or 10 of Pentacles would be great. Let's see what it is. A King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles in the Pamela Coleman Smith deck is fixed earth energy. This is energy that does not move. This is energy that stays put. Okay, I'm not saying this is your decision or that this should be what you do, but staying put, like this knight, like the king of Pentacles, they've been in that chair so long, they've been in that throne for so long, that nature has overgrown them. The plants, the weeds have just taken over the chair and themselves, and it's just the vines are just, they're sitting there with their eyes closed. Life is going on without them. Nature is happening around them and they're not aware. Because they're stuck in this situation. Life is passing them by. Life is just growing over them and just continues on. Like some weird sci-fi movie. I think there actually is one exactly like that. We don't want to be this person. Okay? But again, no one is making this decision for you. It's something that you have to assess for yourself. And we are going to do an extended reading. If you want to check that out, click up here in the corner, or there's one link down in the video description. Okay, just below this, there should be a link. New readings for Taurus every Monday and Friday, but I'm here every day, 6 a.m. Chicago time. Come back and see me tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. Does not cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.